Alright, so here we have my old iBook G4. This is a 2005 with a 1.42 gigahertz G4, 512 meg of built-in RAM. The expandable bay is empty, and the 60 gig hard drive, and the system is currently running OS X Tiger. Let's go ahead and open it up. So we have our touchpad, we have our keyboard, which if you take these two notches here, in fact I'll show you, I'll go ahead and set this down just for a moment. Hopefully it'll stay still there. Nope. Okay, well, anyway, if you were to take this and pull it back, do the same thing over here to this one, you would be able to open up the keyboard and essentially expose the airport card and RAM, and that's how you would upgrade. If we take a look at the keyboard here, we can see that the keyboard is a different layout than one that is currently used on newer Macintoshes. The shortcut keys to things like dashboard and whatnot are missing. When this was produced, this was the very last year for the iBook. Starting in 2006, the MacBook came along. Let's go ahead and start it up. So here we go. I'm going to try and switch hands here. Hang on a second. Oops. There we go. Mac OS X. And if you caught a glimpse of the wallpaper there, for those of you who are Mac veterans, you may have noticed the Jaguar wallpaper. I went ahead and set that because that's when I started using the Macintosh. So let's go ahead and get some info about this Mac. As you can see, OS X 4.11, 1.42 gigahertz PowerPC G4, 512 meg of RAM. The copyright on this is 07, so it gives you an idea this operating system is approximately 12 years old. This will run no higher than Leopard, but at the time I was told that it would be easier just to get a new system, which is actually the same thing that I faced with the older MacBook. So we have our clock up here, we have our Bluetooth. In Tiger, we were introduced to Spotlight for the very first time. This is a little icon up here for Norton. Let's go down to the dock. We have our trash, system preferences, which as you can see is very, very different from what you might be used to in Lion or Snow Leopard if you started out there. We do have File Vault, but until Lion, it only encrypted the home folder. A lot of this may look familiar, but some of it may not. .Mac, this was essentially MobileMe, what is now iCloud. Classic was a way to essentially run OS 9 apps on your Mac, because at the time, there were still some classic apps that had not been converted. Everything else here should be pretty self-explanatory. Let's get out of here. And now I'm going to close the system real quick to give you an outside tour. This was the very first year, by the way, where the Apple lit up. We have our sleep light. We have our button here to open the hinge because there was no magnetic hinge at the time. We have our super drive and our power. Really nothing along the back. As Steve Jobs would say, the back of this looks a lot better than the front of the other guy's computer. Let's see, do I have to... here we go. And then right here, we have our battery, our lock, and we also have a missing rubber foot. But as we can see here, this is how you would get into the system with the screwdriver. Now the question I have is, once you get it off, how the heck do you get it back on? I'll never know because the rubber foot that was there has gone missing and has been missing for many years. So we have our headphone, or our dial-up modem, our Ethernet, Firewire 400, 2 USB ports, video out, and headphones. If I can get the camera to focus, this line here, that was the results of an impact that occurred, which has rendered the headphone jack into monorail, and the internal speaker, the only one that works now, is the left-hand side. The hard drive is located right here. We can see some cooling vents for the hard drive. Let's open... Come on. There we go. Now let's take a look down here at the dock. We left off at System Preferences. There we go. Activity Monitor, Norton Antivirus, Live Update, Cache Out 10, which apparently does not work in Tiger, so I don't know why it allowed me to download it, but I just can't get it to run. Here, I'll show you. See? Doesn't do anything. Virtual PC, which allows you to run Windows on your G4, your PowerPC-based Macintosh. Entourage, which was your equivalent to Microsoft Outlook. PowerPoint, Excel, Microsoft Word, Keynote and Pages, which are Apple's answer to PowerPoint and Word. NeoOffice, which is similar to OpenOffice. Toast for burning disks. iShowU for screen recordings. GarageBand. iDVD, which I'm surprised that Lion still comes with it, but I guess they are trying to compensate for the older Macintoshes, and also the MacBook Pros still have the DVD drive in them. I think that once all the MacBooks are transitioned over to Air-like status, in other words, thin, without any drive, and once the download, the streaming movies kicks off a little bit more than it already has, I think that iDVD will cease to exist, but I don't know. iMovie HD, iPhoto, iTunes. This is the older iTunes. I went ahead and installed Skype on this. Again, this is a 6-year-old system. Yahoo Messenger, because iChat for Tiger does not support Yahoo Messenger. In fact, the only iChat that does is in Lion. iChat, Safari, which if we open up Safari here, and we get info, (2007), so this is old. Let's quit out of there. Safari, Dashboard, which is where all your widgets live, and the Finder. So that's pretty much it. This is my iBook. So let's go ahead and shut it down. As soon as I can find the arrow. Actually, I'll just hit enter. Anyway, thank you for watching. Comments are welcome. And have a nice day.